alert, we're unpacking the whole plot, twist by twist. If you're spoiler sensitive, hit pause and come back when your TBR list catches up. Cheers!
Welcome to the podcast where our reading habits are unhinged.
And so are we.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Miranda, and this is Marginally Unwell.
Coming into today's episode is all about tough love, empowering TBRs. We're dragging each other's unread books, questionable choices, and the ones we swear we'll quote-unquote read soon. Prepare for chaos, judgment, and maybe a little shame.
Maybe a lot.
Maybe a lot of shame. Yeah. I'm already feeling the shame. We haven't even started. Okay. I think we're going to start out with some easier questions.
Okay.
Off the top, what is the absolute oldest book on your TBR, and why is it still there?
The oldest book on my TBR is The Fury by Alex Akadlitis. I could not pronounce that. What's that?
Oh yeah, I know how to say that. He's the one that wrote the Achilles one too.
Yeah, The Fury. Honestly, I'm gonna full disclosure here. I didn't start keeping track of my TBR like electronically until the beginning of last year. So this
Same.
is just like
2 years worth.
Yeah, 2 years worth, and then it's not including like my physical ones. Some of my physical, but anyway. So I feel like it's a little bit skewed, but I mean overall, it is there. I have this book on my TBR because I heard a lot of good things about it. I don't remember. I think it's supposed to be like Knives Out.
Oh, okay.
A murder happens on an island. It's supposed to be. I could be totally wrong. It's been over years.
Yeah. I same thing. Really only started keeping track of Goodreads, like actually keeping track of it January last year. So about 2 years worth. I know I have older physical TBR. Just looking at shelves right now. I know We Were Liars I've liked for 4 years.
Calling yourself out.
I did try to read it once, and then I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood for it. I guess we all know I'm a Goodreader. Sometimes it just has to hit right. But the oldest one on my Goodreads account is Murtagh, and that is because January of last year I was rereading the Inheritance Cycle, and I got through all of them. And then Murtagh was about to come out, but then I got involved in other series. I forgot about it. I forgot about it, but
it's still there.
So I promise I will definitely be reading that one, because that series has been read a couple times already. It is loved in this household. So we'll read it. I just took a break. So that's fine. I feel like it's just expensive.
Honestly, for real.
Which book on your TBR do you think you'll never actually read but won't remove it?
Some of these, and I know I've said this before in other episodes, some of these I have because I fell victim of the book talk. The book talk trailer.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So I think some of those for sure.
But are any of those ones that you feel like you wouldn't remove?
Okay.
What one is on there that you're like, I don't think I'll ever read it, but I'm not going to take it?
Oh, I just found one. The Guild.
I literally just got to that one. I was scrolling through it. Just got to
that. I was scrolling, and I don't know. I hear a lot of good things. People are like, it's always like, if you like this book, read this one. And that one comes up a lot. And it doesn't, I don't know. I probably won't ever read it, but it will stay on there because it is one that I fully am convinced I'm going to read eventually. But
okay,
maybe if someone that I actually like know in real life recommends it, I'll add it higher, but everyone that has recommended it is online,
I feel that.
you know? So,
So I probably have a couple on here. I have a couple of romance books on here that
and there's
I feel like I don't want to get rid of them because I feel like I should try to read more of that genre. And so I just have them there, but the likelihood of me reading them is probably pretty low.
honestly, yeah, there's a couple in there. I was surprised to see that were on. I mean, some of them I believe are gonna are worth leaving on there, but some of these I see, I'm like, there's no.
Some of them were also, like you said, like the trailer, like where they're telling the story type thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's interesting. But it's interesting because they spin it as like this drama in their life, and then that's not how the book reads. So it gets me. But that honestly, there's probably a few of those that are like that I don't really want to remove it, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Oh goodness.
Have you ever bought a book just because it looked cool on Instagram and never touched it? Or TikTok? I shouldn't just put social media.
Yeah. I don't think so. I want to say
Purchase?
no. What was it? Have you ever bought a book just because it looked cool on social media and never touched it? I mean, probably all the ones where God influenced me into getting. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten any of them. I try and only get them if I know I'm gonna read, like, if it's my TBR right now, because I feel like I have two different TBRs. I have a TBR I can pull from whenever I want, and then I have a TBR that I'm like, I know I'm gonna read these in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't, and then the ones I know I'm gonna read in the next couple of weeks, those I will buy. But the ones that are like just randomly on my TBR, I haven't bought.
I do have at least one that, and it's not because I don't want to read it, because I do, but the Spell Shop I got for the vibes.
Yeah.
I saw it online, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it. But I do think I really will read that one. I just haven't yet, but it's so cute looking. So that one did influence me, and I did purchase it. So that's the only one I can see. But which book on your list makes you feel the most guilty every time you see it? No.
Makes you feel guilty?
Yeah.
Like
Guilty that you haven't read.
Oh, you go.
Mine is A Little Life, and that is because my son bought it for me for Christmas last year, and he bought it because it was on my TBR. So like he knew to look and do that, and it is a book I want to read, but I feel guilt because he bought it for me, and it's been a year almost, and I haven't read it. That's my most guilt-ridden one.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was thinking that one. It's so funny you said that because I was thinking that. I haven't finished. I haven't read it. And it's also funny because that one was also a gift.
For you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Since you said that, I'm gonna go Alchemized / Manifold.
Yeah.
I grew up with Harry Potter and love Harry Potter. I love exactly. I just don't know why I haven't picked it up. I know it's going to be a heavy read, and I feel like that's probably why I feel like
it's going to be so good. And
yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that heartbreak. Things are going good right now. So for those two, I know because I know going into them it's going to be heavy. I know it's going to be a heavy read, and I don't know if I want to go through a book hangover just yet.
I feel that.
Yeah. So Alchemized / Manifold.
All right. What is the weirdest or most embarrassing book on your TBR?
I have the and I'm gonna just say, this is Book Talk's fault. It is. I don't know how I got here, but it was. I think it was because I was in my dark romance thing, and then somehow dragons got involved, and so it's like a dragon shifter dark romance.
Okay.
I don't know. With it on here, it sounded good when she was talking about it, and when the next day, whenever I was thinking clearly, I don't know why I was thinking. I don't think I'll ever read it, and it's probably gonna just get taken off. But it sounded interesting. As soon as I find it, do you have yours while I'm thinking? And I'm looking.
I don't really think I have any that are like weird.
Oh, The Useless Witch by Savannah Lee. It's got a 3.95 on Goodreads.
Probably my most is just like having the romance ones on here, like the Hazelwood ones.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I need to give her another chance because she's very popular on my TikTok lately. Because the Texas Book Festival just happened this past weekend. She had a very, very high turnout.
Yeah.
And granted, I've only read one of her books, which was Deep End, and I don't know why.
No, one girl that we follow that you were like telling me about. She
waited in line for like over an hour.
I think it was like a couple hours
to
get her autograph. And I was like, that's crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I actually like your content.
Yeah.
So maybe I should, be open and try another book of hers, like that Love Hypothetically.
That one is on mine. That one I'm not as like, I don't know. Or this one,
That one's
Fix Her Up.
Is that
by
her?
Tessa Bailey.
Oh,
I don't know.
I like those cheesy, like rom-com-y ones, like the Hallmark-y ones.
Yeah, I'm not really into that, so I don't even know why. But those are probably my most embarrassing. If I was gonna pick an embarrassing one, I don't really I wouldn't say that I really feel embarrassed by the things that I choose because, like, I like what I like. A lot of people hate on a lot of different authors and stuff like that. And it's like, why we gotta.
I feel like Allie Hazelwood is definitely one. Also, Colleen Hoover gets a lot of.
Yeah, I almost said that because I do have one of hers on here. Reminders of Him. Is that the one that just came out, or this one that just came out?
I think maybe that one. I hear a lot of, like, you either love it or you absolutely hate it. And I feel like that's a lot of Colleen Hoover.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I've read like 3 of her.
I do feel like it's very like love or hate, but I don't feel embarrassed that I like the ones of hers that I like. Like it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has it hit or miss, and maybe I should give Allie another chance. Give her one.
But those would be my most if I had to pick an embarrassing one. But I don't think I have any like weird anything like too crazy.
Like the
like
dragon ship.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dark romance. I probably will read it just for the experience. I don't know. It just seemed like crazy. You know what? I'm not going to full
That's not to say I haven't read weird ones. Because what was that one that we read whenever we had Alyssa on the podcast?
Oh,
that time I got drunk
and saved a demon.
Yeah.
That one was strange. What I was going to say was about the dragon shifter. They also have, like, with Allie Hazel with her controversial mate or bride, whatever.
Yep.
So, I don't know. People love it. I was just, like, surprised to see that.
Yeah.
On, like, mainstream books.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Now I think we're getting into each other's. So pick one book from my TBR that you think is a total waste of space.
Oh, look perfect. It starts with us, Colleen Hoover.
Oh yeah. That's because I
Yeah.
I had them both on there already.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that one needs to come off
yeah.
for sure.
Okay, no, I'll try.
That's fair. No, I mean that's a fair assessment.
It just was funny because I was like, just start scrolling, just immediately happened.
I don't know. I don't know if I like
some of these books on here. I know you've already read, like Gone Girl.
Yeah.
You want to reread it?
Because I hadn't read it in a long time, and then like we were talking about, I didn't really start tracking it on here until the last couple of years, and so there are some on there that are like some of my top reads that I kind of want to reread. I don't know.
No, it makes sense. I mean,
but yes, I have read some of
them. I also noticed.
Oh, I got yours.
Okay.
This Legends of Lattes.
Legends of Lattes.
It's got the same like cover art as that time I got drunk because of demon.
Oh, you know what? Somebody in our book club put that on their Goodreads, and they said they put a pretty good review on it. That's why I added it.
Yeah, I think I have seen people talk about it. But it just makes me think. I don't know that I can get through it.
I don't think I'll ever read it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think it's just there. Sometimes I read like corny little books like that for me to like fall asleep.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. All right. If my TBR were a person, what personality flaws would it have? Yours too romantic.
Mine's too romantic? What?
Dude, it's out here. Look at all this pink on here.
Okay, relax. Too romantic. I do have a lot of that. So yeah, I don't know about this. I think honestly, okay, and I'm gonna just say this. Why do you have so many romance books that are in a series and then have all of the books in the series in your TBR? Because it's very misleading.
Yeah. But that's why they're on my TBR and not on my red.
I know, but why not have like book one? Because if it's like a 3-book series,
because it just tells me that there's like, because then I can look at it and be like, oh, and realize how much of a commitment it is.
That's crazy. Because like,
yeah, honestly, a lot of them I'll probably never even read
for real.
The first one. So I don't know why they're out there.
And then you run into you read the It Ends With Us, and then you have to go, and then you know you're not going to finish it, and then you have to go back and delete all of them.
That's just true.
Not as much fantasy on it as I thought.
That's because I read them.
This Twisted series, I don't think you're going to like it. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah. Again, I think there's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think my personality flaw is over?
I think you're probably are delusional. How much of it?
Okay. Which book on my list screams, I wanted to seem smart, but nope, I do have quite.
Yeah.
I actually will read them, but
you will.
I could see how they would say that.
Town. I really like that author. I've only read one of his books. It's good. I don't know why, but I also think like all of your biographies on here. I think people that read biographies are like self-help and like actually try and like better themselves and make them trying. And you also have a good amount of banned books. So, I don't think anything in
The 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, that's in there.
I'm gonna say that one.
I think I have that as an audiobook. I read for fun, not for betterment, obviously.
I do sometimes, but I definitely.
Yeah. I also try and read things that are like more thought provoking, not just there for vibes.
What is the laziest excuse I've probably made for not reading a book on my TBR?
The laziest excuse? I'm just not in the mood, honestly. That's like my excuse not to read a lot of things. And you know what I also do is, I think I've confessed this before on our reader confessions, is that I never know if I want to TBR a book, DNF a book, because I don't know if it's actually the book or if it's because I'm a mood reader and I don't want to read it yet. So it goes back into the TBR. So I have a few books that are like that. And so I'm like, and when I'm in the mood, then I can judge it fairly. But until then, like, it's going to stay TBR.
I think my laziest excuse is either being overwhelmed by too many decisions, so I just don't make one at all. Or I know I have like upcoming other reading stuff, so then I'm like, well, I'm not reading anything like this right now, but I know I'm gonna be, so I don't want to read it.
Hey, we're back on that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I feel that though.
Okay. If you had to force me to read one book from my TBR this week, which would you pick to torture me with?
On your TBR?
I guess.
I mean, there's plenty to choose from.
I thought it was just going to be if I could pick one, not to torture you, because I had it ready. But I don't think it would torture you. I want you to read it because I want you to read it.
Okay, well then how about we do one to torture and then one to like make read?
Okay.
Yeah, now we are doing our inspection.
I'm going to do the torture one as the solve for happy. Engineer your path to joy. I don't feel you're in the mood for that right now.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Why did they put that in there?
I'm just saying.
You're right.
You would be so upset right now if you read that.
No.
But if I just got to make you read one, it would be Red Rising.
And I am going to reread it.
I know.
Okay, I found mine.
Okay.
So to torture you, it's gonna be the Twisted games, specifically the Twisted series, specifically the second one.
Okay.
My analog.
Yeah.
The one to make you read it is the Matthew Perry bio.
I want to read it. I'm just like,
I know.
I've heard that it's pretty dark, and I don't know if I'm in the right headspace for it, and that's why I keep avoiding. All right. Be honest. How many books on your TBR are there purely because of peer pressure or hype?
I don't know about peer pressure. But
Social media.
Social media, yeah, there's, I mean, obviously
I'm going to say, being totally honest, I would say a good chunk of my TBR is peer pressure. Because you see how many, like, romances are on my TBR, and I don't read them. So, obviously, it's because I want to do it for other people, but I don't, actually. I'm going to say probably, like, 70%.
70?
Probably.
70 is insane.
Maybe not that. No, I
was going to say for you, because you have all of the series, like you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, not just one.
Yeah.
I would say for you at like 55.
I think it's more than that.
For me, I would say about a third.
I'm going to say at least half, but I think probably more than that.
I think at least half, because those series is what's getting you. On mine, I for sure think it's going to be at least a third.
I feel like you can definitely tell, like, later in my TBR, I stopped doing that a lot.
I did notice that.
Like, a lot of those ones are way early on in my journey.
So what you're saying is we really need to do a spring cleaning on this?
We really do. We really do. Okay.
Maybe we should make a girls' day out of it. A girls' evening.
Clean up your TBR.
Yeah, and we can
laugh at each other. Okay. Which book did you buy in a moment of total weakness, retail therapy, knowing full well you'd never read it? I mean, that's kind of like the to that. I don't think anyone that I've purchased, I have no intention of reading.
I agree.
Yeah, because I feel like there's enough that I do want to read that, like, if I was gonna like have retail therapy, if I was just gonna go buy a book because I wanted to buy a book, I would buy something that I know I would read eventually, even if it wasn't in that moment.
Yeah, there was a book that I purchased that I've talked to you about a couple times. It was the one where I didn't know, but it has Keanu Reeves in it. The book of Elsewhere. It's like a sci-fi thriller kind of thing, and it was 100% retail therapy, and I am gonna eventually read it, but I didn't go in there intending to buy that book. Like I went in there to buy a different book, and I saw it, and I was like, Keanu, you have to write a book. So I picked it up.
Yeah,
Just finding it, but
I mean, yeah, no, I don't think I've ever like if I went in there, if I didn't know what I was gonna buy, the only things I picked up were stuff that I was like, oh yeah. So I don't feel like I just have ever been like, oh, this, like I'm never gonna read it, but that would be crazy. What is one book on your TBR you're actually scared to start? Matthew Perry.
yeah,
I just feel like it's gonna hit hard. So, because I love him so much. Yeah. That's probably the only one I'm like scared to start.
not that I'm scared to start. I'll just circle back to Alchemist one and
Yeah.
I think it's
Everybody-
the ones that I know that are going to be heavy.
Yeah. Then you have to prepare for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which TBR book have you started but then gave up on, and why?
Okay. As mentioned, it just goes right back to the TBR.
Yeah, I feel like you do that more than I do, but I think I already said We Were Liars, but I had that one is still on my TBR.
Which one?
We Were Liars.
Oh,
It's still on my TBR, but I did
the Racing in the Rain.
The Art of Racing in the Rain.
The Art of Racing in the Rain. I started it, and I've watched the movie, so I know. I haven't read the book. I know that sometimes they're different, whatever, but that movie made me cry all that. I can't take it. So I know I love the movie, and I'm meaning to read the book, but I put it back on to read at a later time. I'm sure there's others, but that's the one that I know happened the most recent.
Yeah. Okay. Has anyone ever gifted you a book that went straight to your TBR and never left? So technically, A Little Life was already on my TBR when it was gifted to me, but it hasn't. I'm sure I think it's a book, but
And we didn't. So that means like we haven't read it, right?
yeah, and it wasn't on our TBR to begin with, but they gave it to us, and then it ended up.
A Little Life. I haven't. I know we've been talking about that a lot, but that one for sure. I was gifted the Boy, the Horse. What is that book? The Boy, the Horse, the Fox.
Oh.
What is that book called? It's so cute.
I was trying to think of one that wasn't on my TBR, and then they gave it to me, so that I got to put on my TBR. They didn't buy it because it was already there.
It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. That one was gifted to me was not on my TBR, and it's a very small, almost children's book. I ended up reading it. I thought it was very cute. Supposed to be about like opening your mind kind of thing. But I did end up reading it. Oh, this book will bury me by Ashley Winstead. That one was a gift, and it wasn't on my TBR, and it's still on my TBR.
What's that one? I don't know. I don't get a lot of books gifted. I feel like people are scared to give books. That's like they go to like they wouldn't know what to get me kind of thing. Not like actually scared to give me it. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't pick the right one. It's the right.
Because your TBR, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Okay. What's your most unrealistic TBR goal for today?
Unrealistic goal?
I don't know. Because I feel like we're also going to get into this later.
Yeah, I mean, what I can say is my goal for this year was 60, and I know I've exceeded it.
Yeah.
But I also wasn't expecting to read as much as I.
Yeah.
So my intention is to increase it for next year. So as I've done, my goal was 60, and I've read 75 for sure. And I know I need to update a couple of them. Couple of books. I don't know. I don't know what it would be like realistic for next year.
I don't know about unrealistic. I try not to do unrealistic goals because that's sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've exceeded mine this year already, but so it'll probably go up next year. A lot of that has to do with us starting the podcast. Not because we weren't like reading a lot already.
It's
one
extra.
a week is a lot more than I feel like the average on top of book club and personal and buddy reads and all the things. So
Yeah.
okay, which book on your list do you keep convincing yourself you'll get to someday, and why do you think that's a lie?
Yeah, I'll skip that.
Which book from your TBR do you secretly want to read the most, but life keeps getting in the way? I feel like really anything sad because
yeah,
I feel like I don't get into it because I don't have the time to like be able to be in that. Because I'm not gonna be like crying and then like go back to work after my lunch break. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound like a great time. Go back to work after.
like what happened?
So I feel like I'm always like busy, and so getting into like real deep stuff like that, I feel like yeah. But so probably those A Little Life again. Apparently I need to pick up that book because I have mentioned it about 12 times already this episode. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say a couple of different ones. These are like hefty books that I've been meaning to pick up. I know they're gonna be maybe not like heavy, but like in depth. So, for example, The Will of Many. That's been on my TBR for a little bit. Is it Babel? By she also did that R.F. Kwong. I heard that is excellent read. She also wrote the book Calabasas. That's not it, but where are you, author? Calabasas. This book. She's been on my not this one, but the one on my list to read. But I hear that it's very in depth and it takes a lot of brain power. And lately, I've been so brain zapped. I haven't want to put in effort for very in-depth books. So, like that.
Yeah. If your TBR was a Netflix queue, Which book would be the continue watching and you keep ignoring?
Oh man.
I don't have any. I don't have any that I'm in the middle of, reading right now that I have been ignoring. I've been finishing everything
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
yeah. I usually finish them within a.
I've just been ignoring them completely, not even starting. So
Yeah, because if I start it and then I put too much time, then I feel like I have to restart it.
Yeah.
So, like if I pick it up and then a month later I want to finish it, I'm just gonna restart the whole book. You know.
I thought you were going to say the PCC.
I put that on the back burner just because I need to catch up on some reading. So I haven't started this other one for number 5 yet. I think I've started maybe the first chapter, and I was like, wait.
I thought you had started it. That's why I thought you were going to say that.
No, I haven't started it. I wanted to get some other stuff out of the way.
Okay.
I also, yeah. Okay. I finished things relatively quickly, within a week, 2 at most.
If you had to pick a book from your TBR for a book club, which would you pick and why?
If I had to pick a book from our TBR, from what?
If you had to pick a book from your TBR for book club, what would you pick and why? Oh, I got it. Mine would be The Measure. This is one that I keep seeing on, I think I actually first saw it on Allie Rose Cove. I think she posted about it first, and then I'm pretty sure Brady also posted about it. It's called The Measure. And from my understanding, one day everybody gets this box on their doorstep with a string, and it basically tells you how long you have left in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are trying to decide if they want to open it, if they want to know or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that would be a good book club discussion.
Okay. That's a good choice. I am gonna say I'm just gonna go with the Thursday Murder Club. I think Brady actually got me to add this onto my TBR book talk. I think it's cute. I think it gives clue, and I think that would be really cute and fun discussion. Yeah. And I've been meaning to start it, so it'd be a good excuse to start it.
Yeah, same.
And I think it'd be a cute murder mystery.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that.
If you had to unhaul, get rid of half your TBR, what would you sacrifice first? Easy.
All of the book talk recommendation. Not the ones that were on my FYP, not the ones that were.
Probably all those series and random romances that are on. I thought I cared and I don't.
Not as much.
You know what it is? I think it's because people a lot of times see me as being void of emotion. And so I thought by trying
For romance?
Just in general in my life, I feel like people think that of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought by trying to incorporate that more into my reading, might help with that, but I just don't want it. I don't care.
Oh man.
So those would be the first to go.
Yeah. I think just lean into it, girl. I don't think you're void of emotion. I just think that you're more compartmentalized. 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 Girl. What is that word?
Okay. What book would you save from your TBR if a fire broke out? Bro. From my physical TBR, I guess?
I guess it's a fire.
Bro, I'd be saving.
I think we've already gone through
Not
this.
anything on my TBR. That would not be my number one.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
okay, wait, I lied.
They're right here by the window, so I would just throw them all out.
It's the whole bookshelf.
Yeah. They have the closest to the kid, okay? For a reason.
Get all of the Lego pieces. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. For my TBR.
Would you rather read all your TBR books in a month or delete your entire TBR forever?
That's rough, dude. If I delete it, I would be able to rebuild it?
No, it says forever. Delete your entire TBR forever. I guess I'd be reading them all in a month because,
Bro,
I can't let go.
oh, that's a lot of romance.
I know. That would really suck. That would be a really sad month.
I guess, yeah, I read it.
I'm not getting rid of it because the ones that
Can I read it while I'm asleep? Listen to it. There's no way. I mean, there's almost
well, yeah,
insane amount.
being able to do that wouldn't even happen. But what is your TBR reading strategy, if any? Are you more a mood reader or systematic plotter? Mood reader for both of us.
Yeah.
We've said it a billion times.
Yeah. And we're not proud of it. I mean, it just is what it is. You gotta be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are books in here that I really want to read, but I don't want to read it while I'm in the mood for some like a different genre because I don't feel like I'm gonna receive it well, and I'm not gonna give it a fair chance because I'm gonna go into it like a.
If I picked one book from your TBR to read aloud on the podcast, which one would make you cringe the most? The actual book?
Yeah, dude, one's like lined up for me. So, Filthy Rich Vampire by Geneva Lee.
That's yours.
That's mine.
I was like,
trying each other's?
If I picked one book from your TBR, oh yeah, which would you be most cringe about? So yeah, your
Filthy Rich Vampire. I like the vampire books. I've read a lot of them. This one's supposed to be like Filthy Rich Asians, but vampires. And I feel like it'd be kind of cringy to listen to it out loud with other people.
Yeah. I'm gonna say probably like what was the one I said earlier. I don't know, literally any of the romance. Okay. Your TBR in 3 words.
Chaotic. I feel like there's so much. In 3 words, chaotic, disturbing, cute.
Mine'd probably be like chaotic, delusional, false.
False.
I'm not gonna read like half of them. It's not gonna happen. The worst book on your TBR. Just said it. What is it called? I can't even remember the title. I literally brought it up like 3 times and I still can't even remember it. Fixer Up.
Oh,
Hot and Hammered.
Hot and Hammered. What was the question? What's the worst book on my TBR?
Yeah.
Probably that Legends and Monsters.
The book you're pretending to love but secretly hate. I don't do that.
Me neither. I'd make it very local. Deep end by
Rough. The cover buy you regret most. Again, I'm not really in the business of buying books, but I don't think we can do that.
I have multiple copies of the same book because it has a different cover.
Do you regret it?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. That's a good question. I actually kind of enjoy it because it had an extra. It was like a special edition, so it had an extra chapter or something.
What's your biggest TBR crime you've committed? For example, buying books and never reading them, starting and abandoning, etc.
Starting and abandoning. I've just put it back on the TBR. I don't fully abandon. I need to get better at that. I need to take a page out of the book and just be like, write it off.
Yeah. Mine is probably just adding books that I actually don't want to read.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I need to be more honest.
Because that's what you need.
Mm-hmm. I don't think others would agree. See, but I think that's the problem is I'm honest, but then people don't like it, and so that's what makes me like, okay, fine. But I need to just stick with it, because I don't want Which book on your TBR do you pretend you will read, but low-key hope someone else reads it first?
I'll go with the book I was saying earlier. Which one was on it? If someone that I knew in real life read it,
I don't think that would matter. So why? Like, I don't understand why it would matter if somebody else. Because like, if you read it, I guess if you read it and then said we hated it, but I don't think there's any of that.
even wanting to read, and then I say that's like someone says that. I say that's
Yeah. Have you ever added a book to your TBR just to impress someone?
No.
I wouldn't say to impress, but just to like seem more human. What's the most pretentious book on your TBR, and do you secretly dread reading it? Mine's probably gonna be like Life Force or something. But I don't dread reading it.
I don't know. I don't think none of these books on the TV are like pretentious. Maybe Jordan Peterson? Beyond Order, 12 Novels. Those kind of books.
That's what I was saying. Like probably like any self-help, self-actualization. Maybe seems pretentious. I don't think it does, but I can see that other people might feel that way.
Yeah. Or like Solve for Happy Engineering the Path to Joy.
Yeah.
Those are cringy. I need to read it.
Have you ever re-added a book you already DNF?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I DNF'd a book, I DNF'd it.
Well, does it count as DNF if I don't want to finish?
You don't actually DNF it.
Okay. Then, I don't know. This is perpetual cycle.
I feel like, well, I mean, maybe that is what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
You're technically DNFing it, but
Yeah, but I'm
then
like,
you
is it
still put it back.
is it me or is it the book? I don't know. It's got to be one or the other. I'm just delusional about it.
I have done that before, but I feel like I usually know that it's me. But like that one that we were talking about earlier that I DNF'd, that was not me. I did not like that book.
Mm-hmm.
That sucked. I was not going to do it.
Maybe I need to pay more attention.
So I feel like I'm pretty aware, and it doesn't happen to me very often, but yeah, I feel like I know.
Well,
I guess.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap on our TBR verse. We found out a lot about each other.
We
This journey.
really need to clean it up. I definitely need to get rid of half my TBR at least.
Honestly, you're right. I feel like it was more shameful because a lot of it is not.
It's not actually like what
date.
you want.
Yeah. I need to be more intentional with what I put on there.
I agree with that.
So
I also realized sitting here next to my shelves that there are some on my physical TBR that I don't have on my Goodreads. It's not on there. And I think that's because I made a Amazon wish list, but I didn't add any of those books to my TBR. Even though like those are books obviously I want to read because I'm asking for them. So that needs to be updated as well.
I've realized that too.
It's another task to get done.
We'll add that to our action items.
We'll see what next year's TBR looks like. After we clean it up. Hopefully we get better and we learn from this experience.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be cleaned up by then.
That somebody else looking at it is really embarrassing, so we should probably get that together.
Okay. Let's see here. Next week is bonus week. Think we're compatible? Next week we're... Did I say that wrong?
Yeah.
Compatible. Thank you. I think I did a B. Compatible.
We are not compatible. We're compatible.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Next week we're testing that theory with quizzes, chaos, and maybe friendship crisis or two.
Yep. We'll get to know us.
We're excited. Hopefully you are too. See you next Sunday.